Hey family, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Creatine HMB. This is the Future Vitamin Podcast, and today we're talking about supplementation. I'm gonna go through my stack. I'm gonna go through all these products, but that's gonna be on separate videos. But today we're just gonna talk about a little education on how you optimize your health benefits while taking supplements. Whether you don't know anything about it, I always tell people just to research it for yourself, look at the ingredients, make sure it's working for you. And that's why I like Live Good, because it's a 90-day empty bottle guarantee. If it don't work for you, you just simply send the bottle back, you get your money back. So no company is doing that. If y'all know anything about me, hey, 13 years as a sports nutritionist, ex-athlete, ex-professional football player, you name it. I've been sponsored by most of the top companies out there when it comes to supplementation. 6-Star, BPI Sports, Redcon for a little bit. You name it, man. I've been around the block, so I love supplements. I think all of them are beneficial to certain ingredients that shouldn't be in a lot of them, but that's why I came up with my own products itself. So, and that was 15 years to create my own products, if y'all know something about me. But we decided to partner with Live Good because they got the same mission. We just want to get people healthy. We know the importance of supplementation, and look at the food industry today. It's getting worse, man. So I tell everybody, just the next time you go to a restaurant, look at the warning labels. They're putting it out there now. They're changing the label on the foods that we eat. I just left a local farmer's market. In general, some farmer's market used to be great, but even that is getting worse now. So I'm relying more heavily now on supplements than I ever did before, and it's beneficial for me, especially during this transformation. I feel better, energy, you name it. As a man, sex drive, circulation, metabolism, because you know when you get age, you start slowing down. So I just want you to research it for yourself. You got any questions or comment about any products, it don't matter if it's by Live Good, if it's another company. Like I said, I done been with most of the top companies out there. If you got a question about something, just ask the question, I answer it. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But you still need to know a little bit of education on how they actually use the product that you're taking. Is it better before or after a workout? Is it better before or after a meal or intra-meal? How much water to drink with it? All those things comes with proper supplementation and optimizing the benefits that you could have off of it. So I'm gonna go through my list. I'm gonna have several videos on the super reds, the greens, the plant-based, the creatine, the coffee, and especially this magnesium complex. I don't know if y'all know anything about magnesium, but it's very important for everybody, men and women. So let's go about supplement optimization. For me personally, I generally wake up in the morning, and to help speed up my metabolism, I drink 8 ounces of water or to 12. First thing, soon as I get up, I try to stretch, and that actually helps flush out my system. I might have to use the restroom, I might not, just depending on if my diet is not right and I had a cheat meal the day before or what. But generally every day I like to have that water as soon as I get up in the morning, and I feel a whole lot better going forward. Especially if you got a busy schedule, you want to get it in earlier, so when you start work you won't have to use the restroom and stuff like that, and you can space it out just to rise your water intake. And myself personally, now I'm all on spring water. So I just started doing more and more research, man, on bottled waters, and you get to the plastics. We all know about that. But then you start seeing extra ingredients they start putting in the water: sodium bicarbonate, sodium chloride, you name it. It's like 3 or 4 extra ingredients just in a bottle of water. And I don't recommend nobody drinking that water, period. Just because of the side effects of those additives that they put in the bottled water. But research it for yourself. Look at any bottled water that you got in your house right now. Turn it over, look at them ingredients, and just look up 1 or 2, and you're gonna be shocked, just like I was. But we talked about optimization, having your water. If I am eating like a protein throughout my meals, I will have the complete protein, which is I use as a meal replacement shake. Just for me, I want to shed calories while I'm doing this transformation. So this would be 1 meal for me. I can put maybe a banana or 1 large fruit, 1 small fruit. So I make it a good smoothie. So you want it to taste good, and this actually does taste amazing. So I would use this by itself sometimes. Other days I might get up, drink my 8 ounces of water, but I either use the super greens or super reds to help flush my body a little bit more while giving it a little extra nutrients, a little bit of extra aminos and everything, just to help my body function properly. So I don't know about you, how your body operate when you give it, but I just say give it a shot. Try the greens or the reds if you want a little more energy circulation first thing in the morning. I myself, especially like I said, if I didn't have a proper meal the day before, I'll get on the greens first to help detox the body a little bit more. Since I slept all night, my body is already in a cleansing state. I use the greens first just with water. Now, if I had a clean diet before, just like generally I try not to have my cheat meals back to back. So I say balanced lifestyle, try to eat at least 1 to 2 cheat meals a week. I think you can probably do that. Myself personally, I don't try to do it back to back days, because that's when you start getting a little bloat. It don't matter how much hard work, how much working out you're doing, you're still going to be affected from it. It might not affect you physically, but you're going to feel your energy starting to diminish from those many cheat meals, unless you're flushing your body out with a lot of water. And I know how much my body is. Say if I have cheat meals the day before, I call it a 2-day bloat, meaning my body is not going to be back to normal weight until 2 days after. So just take it what it is. If you know your body, then you're already aware of what could happen, and maybe your fingers start tingling from too much sodium intake. Maybe you're retaining a little bit more water, or maybe you're just getting fatigued or tired. That's another sign of you showing symptoms of the food that you previously ate. So I just say eat in moderation, man. Myself personally, I'm bad at it. I don't eat too much in moderation unless I have a goal. So establishing a goal is always great. You want to go ahead first, say competition. I was doing a competition. I'm gonna do natural competitions this year, so who knows when that's gonna be, because I'm looking to do a lot of other things, but I'm getting myself prepared to do it. And then sometimes I will just get rid of cheat meals, period, for 2 to 3 weeks to let my body fully start speeding up the metabolism, losing weight, toning up, let my muscles start to build a little bit more and more. But that's if you have that type of goal. Even if you have a photo shoot, you got a birthday that's coming up, you want to look good for a certain reason, put that goal in there, and that'll help you drive your goals when it comes to your meals. Because you'll be like, no, I don't want to do that because I have this goal, a certain look I want to achieve. But if you don't, you're just doing a regular daily routine. Hey, a couple cheat meals, just don't do it back to back days. So every other day, if it's just a cheat snack, that's okay. But if it's a whole meal, 1 to 2 meals a week should be enough, because this food now is horrible. I haven't eaten with McDonald's or none of that stuff in years. So where I come from, y'all be amazed, because we used to eat this stuff every day. Cookies, candies, you name it, McDonald's, Burger King, and I worked at Burger King. So in high school, so you thinking all this stuff becomes habit to us, because either we work there, we grew up around it, so we are creatures of habit, and the system knows it. They can always put stuff on sale, send you those coupons in the mail. That's trash for me. I don't look at them. I just put it straight in the trash. They can waste their paper sending it to my house. So I just tell people, man, just start eating in moderation if you can. You need help, ask for a meal plan, stuff like that. Y'all know I'm a sports nutritionist, 13 years. So I help people optimize their nutritional level, their meal plans, workout plans. That's just normal. Even if it's a question, you don't have to hire me to create one for you, even though I have some. Just saying, hey, I work out 2-3 days a week. How many meals should I be eating based on your fitness level? How many calories? If you know the calories, that's amazing. And I'll always get back to you, answer your questions. But establish a realistic goal, man. That's a good thing. Starting off in bodybuilding, even myself, I didn't establish realistic goals because I never competed. Coming from an athlete, I just knew I can do it, and I knew I wasn't gonna never quit. Just like it don't matter with age or nothing, I knew I was gonna never quit because I had the drive and the motivation, and I was determined to be my best version. So I knew I was gonna never quit, but I thought that I can go just jump in bodybuilding and get my pro card immediately, which is not the case, because I didn't know at the time that even in the amateurs that these guys are enhanced. Even though I could prep myself my first 3 shows and I placed in every last one of them, I was fourth, third, then second. Then I end up hiring a coach. Like any pros, they end up hiring a coach and stuff like that. And we end up winning the show. We end up going to nationals, and I think we placed in one category second in nationals, which generally would have got you your pro card before COVID. Or was that after COVID? It might have been before. Which would have had it, but they changed the rules so we didn't get our pro card. But I just started thinking about it as a nutritionist. I preach health and wellness. I preach supplementation. I preach natural health, holistic health. I'm still studying to be a holistic nutritionist now. I think it's time to start promoting natural sports, natural bodybuilding, and drug tested bodybuilding and stuff like that, because I am a natural guy. But I do want to promote that now, even though the world don't promote natural sports like that. We know IFBB, I love the federation. It's the biggest sports and they pay the most money for these athletes, but it is natural federations out there. They just don't get no light by society. And we all know, you look at social media, Instagram, you name it, you see the trend that's going on. So I just say, just establish realistic goals, a balance in your lifestyle. So trying to get fit, trying to exercise, trying to walk can be hard. Trying to eat right could be difficult. That's why I say always consult a nutritionist if you can. Research for yourself. Know your work schedule. You know your eating patterns. You know certain things, your body, how they do respond to certain foods. And the later you eat, which is always worse, it don't matter unless you're a third shifter. Like sometimes I do work part-time at night myself. So if you work late and you're up, that's your normal routine, then of course you should eat later. But if you don't, then there's no need for you to eat at least 2 hours before. And now, for me, I say even sometimes 3 hours before you go to sleep. Let your body fully deplete and start the healing process so you can recover. And that recovery as you age is very important. You don't want to slow down your recovery because you don't work out, you don't train, you don't drink your water, you don't did everything on your nutrition plan according to the plan, but now you can mess it up by eating too late or drinking alcohol too late. So I always should tell my clients, if you're gonna drink earlier with a meal instead of after. You know what I mean? If you're gonna cheat, use the elimination method. You know, you're going out to eat or whatever the case, you want that burger and fries, don't get the soda. You can't have it all. So pick and choose. Hey, I want this dessert, then don't eat the fried foods, then get the dessert. So pick and choose in moderation. Or if you're a sampler, then that might be okay. Hey, 2 pieces of this, 2 pieces of that, and your drink and your snack, but don't overdo it, which generally we do regardless. We all do it, and then we suffer later. So it's hard to try to find a balanced lifestyle. Like I said, as long as I've been doing this, I'm still searching, because now I got a new addition. So that changes up your routine, and we always evolve. And that's why y'all see me with the E on the hat. That's for evolving. So we use our evolved thinking, our evolved nutrition. That's my business. So y'all know we just try to do things a little bit more different to help others, to help people get healthier, to help people learn and educate themselves about their body. Because sometimes it can be overwhelming to a lot of people. It's a lot of false information out there now. Hey, take these diet pills, that it's no easy button. It's only hard work. It's time, and it's dedication. You got to stay consistent. You know, we're gonna all fall short at times, because life is always going to keep us busy. It's going to try to keep us from doing the things we need to, but you are important. So you got to invest in yourself. So that balance in your lifestyle, and just make sure you rest and recovery, like I was saying before. That's one of the most important things that you can do, especially if you're exercising. If you have a stalemate in your weight, you're struggling, but you're only sleeping 3 hours, your body can't recover from that. So yeah, you can be, your strength is still the same in the gym, but something is always going to take a downfall if you don't rest, because you ain't going to recover. You still might be sore. Your strength might be there, but you're not progressing. You're just staying the same. But if you start sleeping in, and recovering, you're going to be amazed at how your body starts transforming even better. Now, for me, I'm good if I get 5 hours. 5 hours, 6 is amazing. But I'm not at that stage that I'm getting 8 hours. I don't think too many people on the planet is not getting 8 hours unless you're older, retired for good, and you don't have too much nothing else to do. But I learned that since I went plant-based over a year and a half ago, that I require less sleep, if that makes sense, less food to make my body fully optimized. Like I'm energized now, without cheats, and now I'm energized now with eating less if it's all strictly plant-based. Like no, and I think people get that little mixed up. Like you can be vegan, you can be plant-based and still overweight because you're just eating too many calories, you're eating too many nutrients, you're eating too many processed foods, which hurts everybody. The processed foods is what does it to everybody. So get your rest and recovery, late night snacking and eating. Try to avoid at all costs unless you're on third shift. And you got, you can get by with 2 or 3 hours before you go to sleep. So late night snacking and eating, I tell people to try to avoid. But research everything. It don't matter if it's these supplements, any supplements that you take, research it, consult with your physician if you need to, or consult with a nutritionist like myself. Ask any questions. Like I said, we can tell you some of the benefits that you might receive from it, but I'm gonna go through every last one of these. It'll be separate videos. I'm gonna title them according to the name of the product and share my benefits. I'm gonna have the disclaimer in there because YouTube, you always gotta have a disclaimer. These supplements are not intended to treat, cure, or prevent any diseases or ailments. They are just products that help assist you and to reach your fitness goals or health goals and establish a natural, balanced lifestyle. So I tell people always, they're not treatments. They're just things to help assist you with. And you have to have these disclaimers in there, especially on YouTube. And now I think even social media, because Big Pharma doesn't play those games. Even though I'm a big believer in supplements, some things you can't even say on social media, even though you know the results. So the only thing I'm gonna share is my personal experience, and I'll say it like that. Hey, this is some of the benefits that I've seen. I go through the disclaimers or the descriptions on each item, and then share the benefits that I receive. Which generally I tell people all the time, if it says it on the bottle, that's what benefits you should look for to receive. But everybody is different. But like I said before, they're not intended to be a treatment for any kind of illness or the disease. So always, like I said, research, consult with your physician or nutritionist, exercise, maintenance, cardio, and establish a routine. All that goes hand in hand. You got to exercise. I don't care if it's 10, 15 minutes. You can consider walking the exercise. If you're older, you're aching, split your walks up throughout the day. A 10-minute walk 2 to 3 times a day is excellent. If you can do 20 minutes, that's even better. But I used to, even myself, I don't try to jog more than 20 minutes straight, because that's when it started getting into your joints and I started getting more sore, which could slow down progression. So I got an elliptical, I got a treadmill, I got all that here. But I do a daily steam room, which is a great detox for your body to get some of these toxins out your body and these chemicals, So I love the steam room. But if you don't have a steam room, sauna, hot tub, whatever the case, sleep, rub down. Like I said, what I got, we do got I used to use Tiger Balm a lot, but I do have the other product that they make, the cannabis, not the cannabis, it's just like the cannabis, but they take the stuff out of it. And this is amazing. The pain relieving gel, I just posted about that, but I done took it, and oh my goodness. When I'm always used to be aching a lot, and I think it's from inflammation because my body is less aching now since I'm plant-based, but I knew I was going to have arthritis. So starting to take things to help your body feel better is key important. So, it's almost time. I got to go ahead and wrap this one up. Pick up my stepson from school real quick. But this is a supplementation overview, man. Stay tuned. I'm going to go through the protein next on that video, share y'all some of the benefits I've received, how I take it, what kind of smoothie I sometimes do. I might even put a recipe for it, just like a 1 large apple, 1 small apple, break down the calories and such and such. Ask any questions or comments about supplementation, how you want to take it. For me, I say it's better in the morning. You can either combine your protein with the reds. You can do all kind of things with the supplements. It's definitely a must, especially if you're cheating, you don't have a great nutrition plan. I always tell people gut health is also important. So especially the organic greens is amazing. If you need more energy circulation, the reds is also amazing, but I take every last one of them every day. I just separate them. Sometimes I mix these two, and I take one by itself. But the magnesium I always take kind of separate with the meal. Sometimes these I take together as a meal, and the other ones I take without. So coffee in the morning, you already know that. But any questions and comments, reach out to me. It's your boy Cutness50. Follow me on all the social media platforms. We'll be going into more depth about these supplements right here. Hey, with that, we out.